Guys, welcome back to your girl's channel. Welcome back to Lonnie's Beauty or Lonnie's Beauté, however you say that in French. Okay, so my first video on my channel, I'm going to be giving you guys, drum roll please, my signature look. Okay, so I'm going to be doing my signature look when you see me in these streets and when I'm dressed up and you see how I'm coming. This is my signature look, okay? Period. So first things first, I always like to go in and do my brows first. I just feel like the brows are going to frame your face first so you can like see like what you're working with. So I go in with the Lawless, and this is in the shade Pecan. This way, concealer and warm beige. And for this, you don't have to do something that's like super bright. Just do something that's like a shade that's like a skin tone like lighter than you for your under eye, because you're just highlighting just to like lift the brow. For this step, you only want to just conceal just underneath the brow. We're not doing on top, just underneath. Okay, and that's how our brows are looking right now. We're gonna go ahead and clean up the underneath. I love that long form content's like kind of coming back, because don't get me wrong, like I like the shorts and all that type of stuff, like the little fast content, but I do like to watch like some like, you know, your favorite content creators and stuff like that. I just like to like sit there and watch them talk, or you know, while they're getting ready. And some people still don't know how to do their own makeup, which is crazy, because it's like we literally came from that era. Like most people, even like the younger people, it's like, okay, everyone knows like that 2016, that 2015 era. So it's just like the fact that like some people still don't know how to do makeup is crazy. Not like it's crazy they don't know how to do makeup, but it's just like it's interesting, because you know, like that era was like revolutionary. I went through phases with my makeup. I literally went through phases with it. Like I remember in like middle school, was it? I think it was. Yeah. Or no, not middle school, because I didn't wear makeup in middle school. It was like high school. And I think it was like my sophomore year or something like that. Like I first started wearing makeup, and the only thing that I would wear was black eyeliner, and I would only wear it on my waterline. That was it. Like when I thought I was like, okay, we're about to like, when my high school friends were about to go out, black eyeliner was like the move. And I thought I was eating. Disgusting. But then like, cause my mom, she knew how to do makeup really well. Like she literally looks like a model. You know, and she like everybody in my like all my friends, like the guys, they'd be like, oh my gosh, like your mom's like, how old is she? People like were obsessed with my mom. It was like very interesting, but yeah, I don't know, that was an interesting time period. But yeah, people were obsessed with her. But then like when I like, you know, was getting ready for like prom and stuff like that, or like the dances, like homecoming, like she would always tell like my makeup people, like, oh my gosh, your makeup's so good. And like watching her do makeup, it was just like a process where I kind of like fell in love with like, you know, getting really pretty and stuff like that. Like how she would just be on her vanity doing her makeup and her hair, and just like putting on like her nicest outfit and stuff like that to go on a date with my dad, or like wherever, just like going out to the store or whatever. It was like the process of it that made me fall in love with it. So that's why we're here. We're here today like this. But yeah, so we're gonna go in again with the concealer, and we're just going to use it to prime our lids. I do have the eyeshadow primer, whatever the case is. Whatever works for you works for you. It doesn't really matter. It's so funny because like I know like I feel like I'm not new to doing my own makeup. Like, I've been doing my own makeup for like years now at this point. Like, honestly, when I went to college, when I went off to college, that's probably when I started like really like, you know, learning how to do my own stuff without my mom's support, like doing my own hair, doing my own like beauty and stuff like that. And I feel like that's so important because it's like, okay, it's like college is so much more than just like, you know, learning. It's like you learning your independency, having your own independency without your parents, like, you know, having to constantly support you, and learning to do things yourself. And then I'm just taking powder just to like set that. Oh my gosh, guys, sorry, you're gonna realize about me, my mind is going like a mile a minute, like, unfortunately. But the airspun powder, oh my gosh, I don't know what made me just kind of like reach for this. Like I think it was this past week. I don't know what made me want to reach for that, but I was just like, you know what? Let me just see like what this powder is hitting on, because I haven't used it for a while. I forgot how good it was. It's tea, I'll tell you guys that much. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh my gosh. Yeah. See, I already forgot what I was saying. That is that quite literally sad. Like ADHD, hello. Okay, so we're gonna be going in with the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 3 palette. This is one of my favorite palettes. Like, I love this palette down. Okay, we're just gonna be doing like a regular like neutral eye, like makeup and stuff like that. You know, I would say like my mom's like definitely like someone that I look up to for makeup, because I'm like, that lady, I just, even to this day, like, I just still love watching her, like, you know, get ready and stuff like that, even though I like to joke with her and stuff, but like, still, I love watching her do it. Like, inspirational right there. And she used to model, so you know, that's like also like she learned like the tips and tricks and stuff like that. What else? You know, when it comes to like fashion and stuff like that, again, my mom. And then like Fran Fine, you know, stuff like that. Like typical like people that are just like beauty, just influencing the beauty heavily or whatever. Because like I feel like it's more than just, you know, looking pretty and stuff like that. Like, that's why I'm like, you know, like the whole ritual of it, like sitting down in your robe, your hair is like up in curlers or something, you know, like you're doing your makeup and everything like that, and then you're gonna take your time to get ready to go out. The whole ritual of it, I just love that, you know. It's just, I love that, and I wish that everyone could like experience that feeling, you know, not just like on important times, but just that feeling of like feeling pampered. I love that feeling. Oh, I like also tell you guys like a little bit about me. Let's see how much I'm willing to tell. How old am I? We'll start there. Well, I think that a true lady never reveals her age. So we'll start there. So yeah, you guys can like guess how old I am, whatever the case is. Or based off my like personality, how old do I act? Cause if y'all know me, like knew me and like personally, then you know I'm a big jokester. I love joking around, and I'm childish. So this is how the eye is looking so far. It's looking halfway decent or something of the sort like that, I guess. Master Camo to color correct underneath my eyes. But going back in with the Born This Way concealer. Just going underneath our eyes. And just getting like those little areas that we highlight normally. Then we're going in with our Christian Dior contour stick. Now this is an actual contour stick. Like, I know y'all be using bronzer and stuff like that, but an actual contour stick is like, it's like a grayish like tone or cast. Like, it's supposed to be doing shadowing and stuff like that, you know? So I just go in to just add that definition. Like right in those places, like, you know, that I want to like bring the shadows to and that definition to the face. And then to like bronze it up, I go in with my Makeup by Mario like bronzing stick, just to like bring a little bit of warmth to my face. But first we're gonna blend this out first. And then I just go in with like an angled brush or something that's like dense, but it's gonna like move the product. Now, mind you guys, like I said, if I'm talking to the camera, obviously, but if I'm doing this, like, I have to be out and like get somewhere, whatever the case is. This is the only thing that's taking up most of my time, is just like the eyeshadow, because like I said, I don't really do eyeshadow often, but because the face base, like, that's gonna be quick. But the only thing that takes up a little bit of time is just the eyeshadow, but that's pretty much it. I feel like this look overall, you can milk it if you want and be in the mirror for like about an hour and a half, 2 hours. But if you're like, you know, you're doing this constantly, I feel like maybe like 20-30 minutes tops. But yeah. And I don't like to go like around the head, like, even though I have like a pretty decent sized forehead. I like to just do like the temples, you know. I think that's like makes the face look a little bit more feminine too. I love my cat. She literally is the cutest thing. And when I'm doing my makeup, sometimes she'll just sit on like my bed when I'm at my vanity, and she'll just like completely watch me. And I just love that. Like, she's like my biggest fan. She's a stalker. Okay, I will say that. She's like a man. Like, a man that's obsessed, a stalker. But yes. And with this Dusty Rose, Makeup by Mario Dusty Rose, I am obsessed with this color. Like, I love this color. Like, this color eats down. You want like a mauve-y, just watch what this does. Okay, I don't put it on the brush, I put it right on my face. Like, I don't go too crazy like that Painted by Esther look, but I do apply like a generous amount, so we can pretty much marry that bronzer contour with the concealer and everything. Like, oh my gosh, when I tell you guys, I'm obsessed with blush. Like, blush is by far like my favorite part of like the makeup look. Like, and what's crazy is I used to never wear blush, but I know that a lot of makeup girlies can relate. Like, y'all ever used to wear blush? Like, I feel like it just now got popular like about a couple years ago, but back in like 2016, when I like started like learning how to do makeup and stuff like that, girl, I was not wearing blush. I was out here like bronzed, contoured, serving, but yeah, no blush. And now it's completely different. Like, I'm a blushaholic. I literally have so much blush. Fix Plus, and I'm just gonna spray these creams in place. Really absorb it and get it in there, my friends. That's how this side is looking set. Oh, you guys know what? Like, I love reading books too. Like, right now I haven't been like in the reading books mood right now. I've been taking a break. But Yeah, I love reading. I love romance, suspense, like thriller. I love those are my genres that I love. So right now, I had read last year. What did I read? It was The Handmaid's Secret, or the Maid's Secret, The Secret Maids, or I think it's The Handmaid's Secret. Is it? Not The Handmaid's Tale, not that book that was like that, and they turned it into a show on Hulu. No, it's like the Maid's Secret or something, like The Handmaid's Secret or whatever. That book, oh my gosh, I was slow, and I ended up reading the second book first, because like I was reading it on Kindle and I got confused. Don't ask me how. But I read the second book first and I was like, oh my gosh, like this girl Millie, she's crazy. Like what the heck? And Annie, a maid or whatever, and I literally did that job. I tried, like, fun fact about me, I do a lot of side quests. I don't know, like I do a lot of different jobs just to see how it is. And that was like one of the side quests that I did. It was like nannying and tutoring. And I did that last year, and it was funny because I was reading that book too, like in Millie's world, that's what she does. And I read the second book first, and I was like hooked, and I was like, oh, let me read the first book now. Once I figured it out that it was the second book, I was like, I never read a book with a crazy plot like this. I was like, what the heck? And when I found out that they were making it into a movie, and the cast that they picked low-key eats down, I was like, period. And that movie comes out like this December. When I tell you, I'm like geeked, but then also at the same time, I'm like, anyone that reads books, y'all know, sometimes they be like messing it up. Like, how is it that this is the book and y'all couldn't deliver it? You guys are starting to like change it up into your own. Like, I just hope that they stick to the plot and they eat it down, because that would break my heart. Like, I would just be like, bro, because there's a reason why. Well, I read the book and I didn't even know they were making a movie, but there's a reason why, like, sometimes when I find out that there's a movie and it's based off a book, like the Colleen Hoover stuff, like, I won't read the book because I don't want to be disappointed, you know? So I'm one of those types of people. But go ahead and set the other eye real quick. But I really hope that they don't do disservice to this and that it actually like eats, you know what I'm saying? I hope it eats down bad. But I can't think of her name, the actress. She played in Mean Girls, the blonde hair girl. Oh my gosh, I can't think of her name. But I know when they picked her for the role of Nina, I was like, I know she's gonna kill it. Like, I love it. I'm so excited for it. So we'll see. And then what other things like am I excited for? Oh, what's it called? Wuthering Heights. Oh my gosh. I love Margaret Robbie. I'm so like ready to see her in that movie with Jacob Elordi. What else? Yeah. I'm excited, you know? Oh my gosh. And then I don't know, like I remember on Book Talk they were all talking about this book, Twisted Games, I think it was, by like Anna Huang, I think her name is, the author. When they're saying that they're making a TV show on that, I'm like, what's the TV show gonna be? Them constantly freaking? Like, that's all that they did in that book was have like some serious freak offs. Like, I don't know how you're turning that into a show. Like, you're literally just going to be making like a 365 days soft corn, you know? Like, be for real. So I'm going in with this ColourPop palette. Now, I follow like a lot of the like beauty people. I follow like actual makeup artists. Like, so one of the best tips that I learned was like kind of like, instead of just like having like, this is a throwback palette, but this is like something I don't even use. Like, instead of having like the palettes like this or whatever, take the powders out, like if you can pop them out, and then make your own palette, you know? So this is just something I threw together, but these are like my like contour and bronzer shades, and then these are just like some random off eyeshadows that I have, just in case, you know, I had nowhere to put them. They were like loose ones, like single ones. But yes, so if I remember correctly, these two are Makeup Forever shades, and then I think this is ColourPop, and I think these two are Anastasia shades. So I just like go in with that, with those two shades. Especially with contouring, so that it doesn't like go everywhere, my biggest tip is get a tapered brush, something that's going to be concentrated in that area. Okay. But yes, guys, like there's like a lot of movies this year for 2026, and I'm actually like really ready for them. Like, what the heck? They're snapping. Also like Frankenstein with Jacob Elordi. I'm ready for that to come out. I think it comes out in November. What else? Maxton Hall. Oh my gosh, the second season is coming out in November. I'm like so ready. I'm like, but it only took them like what, like 3 years for them to get their acts together. Game of Thrones with their like kickoff series. I'm waiting for HOD to come back. Like, when is that coming back? Like, make it come back fast, please. Like, let's get our acts together. The producers need to speed it up, okay? I love Rhaenyra and Daemon. Rhaenyra and Daemon are, like, I ship them. Like, I get it sick, but let me be... I like their dynamic, and Daemon is such, like, a man. Like, season 1 of HOD, hands down, was my... Like, I love that. Like, I watched that, like, at least, like, 7 times. I'm not even kidding. Like, HOD... Season 1, loved it down, okay? Rhaenyra and Daemon, like, they go together real bad. And Daemon, like, oh my gosh, like, he's such, like, a manly man or whatever. You know, like, he just gives, like, not, like, any of that, like, alpha garbage. He just, like, kind of gives, like, what is it? I don't even like when men be like, oh, sigma, alpha, beta. No. But he's just, like, you could tell he's, like, a loner. And he keeps to himself. But he's all about business. He doesn't play on business. He stands on business. You know what I'm saying? And I like that type of stuff. Like, I like when men are like that, you know? Like, men are men. That's what I like. Back, whenever it comes back. Euphoria needs to get its act together and come back. Although... I don't think that show's gonna be the same, but I'm all for it to watch and see what happens. This is so funny because I'm like doing like full makeup. Well, this is my signature look. I don't always wear foundation, so at least we kind of bypass that part. But I'm going to the gym with my friend later tonight. She's gonna be like, girl, full face. Be like, mind your business. This brings me to another topic about talking about books. I finished the first book. I didn't finish the second book yet of the series, so The Perfect Girl. I still have to finish that book, but when I tell you guys, The Perfect Girl, if you like to read and you like I said, you like thrillers, suspense, and stuff like that. Oh shoot. You like thrillers and suspense and stuff like that, read The Perfect Girl. Read that, okay? That's a crazy book, okay? I had to like take some breaks from it because I'm like, what the heck does this author have going on? I'm like, did she go through something traumatic in life? Because that book was crazy. The first book was crazy. Honestly, that's probably why like I had to take a break from reading the second book, because I'm like, if it's anything like the first book, that was crazy. I'm already knowing the second book is even crazier. The Caged Girl. But yeah, The Perfect Girl, I don't even know how to like explain the plot to you guys without giving it away. Cause it's based on like that's why I'm like, I don't know if this is like based on this girl's like actual life, the author or something. Cause I'm like, if so, like that's sick and that's absurd. But anyways, The Perfect Girl. And it starts off pretty much as her like pretty much like almost homeless, and she wants to land this job as like a house cleaner. And yeah, so she's like, and then she pretty much like goes to, where does she go in the book? She goes to, where does she go again? Oh, she goes to like a thrift store or whatever to basically like find like a decent outfit to wear for this interview that she has like as a maid tomorrow. And she doesn't have any credentials to be a maid. But after she kind of like finds like an outfit to wear, whatever the case is, she's like on her way back to get ready, for bed. She runs into this like lady, and she's like, do you need help, honey, or whatever the case is. It's like, it's interesting, but she gets in the car with the lady, she goes to her mansion or whatever, and she's like, oh, I know exactly where that residence is, like they're right down the street for me. The lady's like really nice to her, feeds her, all that type of stuff. And the lady comes from like a rich family. Well, she's rich, like her husband's wealthy and all that type of stuff. So that's how like it starts off or whatever the case is. And then from there, the next day, like she goes to the house or whatever the case is, she gets the job for the position. She notices like some really weird, eerie stuff that's going on in the house. But she also has like a crazy type of background. But you guys like learn about like the background, like, as the book progresses and stuff like that. And I'll just tell you like a little bit about the background. Her background is that her family's from India, and the parents pretty much were moving to America to like start this new life. And that's what the daughter had thought. She does have a sister, but I don't want to like give too much away of that. But she doesn't really talk about her sister a lot because her sister passed away. But there's tea to that whole thing too. But pretty much like the parents end up selling them to traffickers, like sex trafficking. Like as soon as the parents like touched down in India, they sold their daughters off, got like crazy money for it. The parents went to go run off and live their American dream, and the kids were the sisters were just sold off into like the sisters were sold off into trafficking, female trafficking. Well, that type of trafficking. So, but yeah, and that's how it is. And then she starts working for this family, and she notices pretty fast, like, they're all in white. They're white, blonde hair, green eyes. Things are very off, I don't want to, like, talk about it anymore, but there's, like, crazy, like, twists, turns, and stuff like this. So if you haven't read the book, I definitely, if you're into that type of stuff, I would read the book. But disclaimers, like, there are, like, some topics. There are topics like, harassment, that type of harassment for females, or it could happen to males too, but since she's a female, that type of harassment. And what else are in the book? Yeah, I would just say like that type of harassment, and like, yeah. But I don't know, I really enjoyed the book, so That's just me. So I went ahead and used the Revlon Ravishing Rose blush or whatever, and it has like little gold flecks in it. And that's pretty much like the blush. Like, it just looks so pretty. Berry finishing powder in the shade Tan Medium. And go ahead and but yes, guys, like it's a really good book. I don't want to like give too much away of it because I'm like, just in case you do decide that you want to read it. Because I'm like, that's the thing, I don't want to ruin like the plot or anything like that, because the plot and like the twists, the plot and the twists are what are so good about the book. So, but yeah, it's just like she was desperate for the money and things so bad, like a place to live, that she like went against like her gut feeling about these people, or like what she was seeing, and she just like was like, you know what, I'm just gonna like stick it out for like a year or so, save up money since I'll be like having a place to live and I'll be fine. But it's like, girl, the all white clothing, blonde hair, like platinum blonde hair and green eyes, that would have threw me off, where I'm like, yeah, like this is not for me, I'm not taking the job, I'm not accepting. In the book, I'm just like, I get that she was so desperate for money, but why isn't that she couldn't even like work at like McDonald's or something, like why she was living in the motel, like to get some type of money? Why is it that she, you know, I don't know, there was like so many questions I had. But yeah, it's definitely a good book. And then the second one, it follows up with what happens in that first book, at the end of what happens, and it's just, oh my gosh, like the ending was just so crazy. I just remember we were on our way to Nantucket, and I was reading this, and like my face was like, every single page that I flipped in my Kindle, I was like, what is going on? Like, I was like shocked, bro. Like, I was already talking to myself because I was shocked. Those people probably thought I was crazy, but it's like, no, like this book is crazy. Like, what? We're going in with the Milk Makeup Grip Set Spray. This stuff, any spray that you need to get, I don't care. That Charlotte Tilbury spray, pass on that. Get this, okay? You don't, if you're not wearing primer every day, this stuff, I'm telling you, this is the truth. And then we're going to take our fan, because you don't want this to air dry. Take your fan. Any setting spray, always take a fan. Spray it out. Take any type of spray that you're using to set your face with. Take your fan. Dry it down. Melted all those powders, like the glow, all that. Like, it's absolutely stunning. Stunning. Okay, so now that we have that down, what else do I want to do? Okay, I don't always wear eyeliner. Like, I usually, when I do like my signature, I'll say this, like, it changes like on a yearly basis. This year, I haven't done eyeliner like that. I used to always do, because remember I told you guys I wasn't wearing eyeshadow. I just kind of started getting into eyeshadow more now, but before then, if I wasn't wearing like any eyeshadow, I would just wear eyeliner on my lids. And the eyeliner looks would eat without the eyeshadow. But I'm not doing eyeliner today. So I'm just going to go in with like lashes. Going in with a nice little half lash. Okay, so now we're going to go in with a lip and with a nude. So I'm going in with the Chestnut MAC pencil and just how our lip is looking so far. And then I know like some of you girlies love it, but I don't like just like the brown lip liner and then gloss. Like there needs to be something more. So I like to go in with MAC Plum and go in kind of like as like a transition color so that it's like brown, a plummy color, and then like the pinky in the lip or the nude. Then from here, what I like to go ahead and do is I like to go in with MAC Creme de la Creme. So we have our MAC Creme de la Creme. And then kind of just dab it. And then you see how that looks, right? Looks crazy. Now, we're going in with our MAC in Blankety. And it's like a pinky color. As you can see, mine's a little beat up. But don't fear, I have another on standby in case they discontinue. Because MAC is big for that. Discontinuing shades of stuff that you like. And we're just going to put that over on top. And that just adds some pinkiness to the lip. And just blends it in, makes it like a better transition color. For like the overall like nude lip. And you can take like, this is an Anastasia lip brush. Anything if you want to just like zhuzh it in. Don't smear it with your lips. Just like, okay. And that's our nude lip. Okay. So this is the final like look or whatever. I don't really put anything like, I don't put like mascara under my eyes. Sometimes I do, but I've been kind of liking like the no mascara look underneath the eyes. Like I just kind of like. Okay guys, and this is the final look. I hope you guys like it. I think it looks really good, and it came out really nice. Like I said, I think it came out really nice. So, oh my gosh, I know you guys can't really like see, but I'm wearing like this sweater that comes with like an attached scarf to it, and like you flip one in the back. Oh my gosh, it just serves drama. Like it serves like, oh, you're that girl. Okay, period. Didn't know, but now I know. No, you knew. So yes, like if I'm looking over here, so I'm looking at my monitor, but this is the finished makeup look or whatever. How does she look? Like I said, everybody has their own signature look. That's just what it is. And I love like the blown out like curls, just almost kind of like 90s vibe, like 90s, like the 90s look for like the rich and expensive like blown out hair that was like shoulder length or whatever, a little past shoulders, or like that bob that wasn't like just straight, it had like some volume and stuff into it, you know what I'm saying? Kind of. Also, I feel like that's influenced because how my mom wears her hair. She still wears it like that, just like, big with like the curls, like almost like a Farrah Fawcett type of hairstyle. So that's kind of what I was going for with the hair. Like I said, And I didn't really like let the curls like set like how I normally do. So this is just like something slight. But yeah, this is the finished look, guys. I hope that you guys liked it and you guys enjoyed my first video with me. I know I yapped, but I feel like, you know, this is like my comfortable space. This is my safe space where I can talk to you guys and be myself. So yeah, I hope that we liked the look. We enjoyed it. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed the look, enjoyed getting ready with me, enjoyed some yap sessions. I enjoyed it talking to you guys. So if you like the look, try it out. Or whatever. Let me know what you think. This is my signature look. When you see me, this is what you see. But yes, guys, thank you for watching if you stuck around this far into the video, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Love y'all. Bye.